As a YouTuber, one of the biggest challenges you'll face is retention. It doesn't matter if you create an enticing thumbnail, the key to success lies in keeping your audience engaged throughout your video. But fear not, I'm here to show you how a simple change in your approach can transform your retention rate from this to this, helping you reach 4,000 watch hours in less than 7 days. One of the first steps you can take to improve your vids is to focus on your script and delivery. Writing a compelling and engaging script can be challenging, especially if you're doing everything on your own. Think of each video as a story, with an introduction, a plot, a progression, climax, and a finale. Your viewers should not only learn something from your video, but also go through an emotional journey. While this may not apply to every type of content, it's always worth experimenting with. In addition to the script, it's crucial to work on your delivery. Consider how you read the text and how you convey emotions to your audience. Practice in front of a mirror, read the script on camera multiple times, and ensure you know exactly which emotions you want to evoke with each phrase. Keep in mind that even the most captivating script can be undermined by a boring and uninspiring delivery. So put effort into making your presentation engaging and dynamic. Another important aspect to consider is avoiding stock B-rolls as much as possible. Soulless stock footage can greatly harm viewer retention. While stock footage can have its place when there are no other options to convey a particular idea, each use of stock footage should have meaning and be justified. If you must use stock B-roll, try to incorporate it seamlessly into your editing or text to avoid dissonance among your audience. In general, I recommend avoiding stock B-rolls altogether. Using stock footage can disrupt the flow of your story, as they often have different dynamics and can make your video look like a disjointed collection of unrelated clips. It may seem odd that I'm dissuading you from using stock footage, considering that we ourselves successfully sell B-rolls on stock platforms like ArtGrid, Pond5, and Getty Images. However, even if you use our B-rolls, they may not fit well with your content compared to custom-made shots specifically tailored for your content. Therefore, if you're now sitting and picking up new shots in stock for your next video, stop. Do this instead. First, put the camera away. Yes, do not rush to fly into the shooting process, because later it will be painfully long to figure out how to piece everything together. You should always start with a plan. Assuming you already have an interesting and engaging script, take the time to thoroughly describe the B-rolls you envision for each moment. Think about what you need. Gather reference B-rolls in a folder and write detailed descriptions for each shot. It may sound complicated, but usually takes no more than an hour. Skipping this stage could result in poorly filmed B-rolls that end up being discarded. Careful planning is crucial before moving on to the next step. Next, think about how to make these B-rolls interesting. Consider how you can frame the B-roll in a visually engaging way, or how the subjects in the B-roll can move to add interest. For example, instead of simply saying, "And now we put the pan on the stove to heat up," with a static shot, you could try lowering the camera as you place the pan on the stove from top to bottom. However, even that may not be interesting enough. How about trying something like, "And now we put the pan on the stove to heat up." Remember the video on this channel with the burger that garnered over 600,000 views? That's because it was interesting and not boring. Think about how you can add dynamics and movement to your B-roll, as dynamics is the key to high viewer retention. In fact, videos where we put effort into creating engaging B-rolls have consistently received more views. And of course, putting all this together requires an editing program, and that's where Movavi Unlimited comes to the rescue with its integrated Movavi video editor. Movavi Unlimited combines all the best features from Movavi, including video editing, photo editing, screen recording, and file conversion into one comprehensive package. With a total of 9 programs and an annual unlimited access to the effects store, Movavi Unlimited offers incredible value for the price of just one application. Navigating the tools is incredibly user-friendly, allowing you to easily prepare source files, visually design entire videos, and retouch photos with just a few clicks. Unlike Unlike its professional counterparts, Movavi Unlimited is also optimized to run smoothly on average computers, making it accessible to a wider range of users. And now, get ready to have your mind blown, folks. Movavi's got a deal that's too good to pass up. An 80% discount on all the apps and an amazing Movavi Unlimited plan. That's right, you heard me, 80% off. So don't wait, hit the link and get yourself the ultimate video editing and production experience at a price you won't believe. Trust me, this is one offer you don't want to miss. The second secret is using different B-rolls. If you're discussing a single topic in your video, avoid inserting long B-rolls. Instead, break them up into several smaller B-rolls, each lasting about 5 to 7 seconds in the final edit, but not longer than that. It's really important to keep viewers engaged and prevent them from getting tired while watching, as lengthy B-rolls can result in low retention rates. When filming a subject or an object, let's say a wall clock, try capturing it from multiple angles with various camera dynamics such as close-up, long-range and mid-range shots. Shoot as many variants as possible within the structure of your original plan and then cut them into pieces. This way you can transform this into this. Creating a more dynamic and visually engaging video. If you think that I'm trying to make your life harder with tricky shooting and camera angles, think again, because it actually works. Take a look at the video on our channel about finances where we try to enter the most expensive niche on YouTube without shooting any original B-roll. Notice how the typical video on that channel consists of stock footage, stock images, text articles and more stock footage, and what was the result? The video only got 100 views and quickly faded away. Why? Because the retention rate on that video was low, hovering around 10 to 15%. Now compare that to this video, for which we had to shoot a bunch of original B-rolls. Now take a look at the retention rate. In the video with original B-rolls, the retention rate was 44% with a jump to 51% in the middle of the video. As a result, the second video quickly gained over 600k views and generated more than $3,000 from monetization. That's the power of original B-rolls. So even though it may seem like a bother, shooting original B-rolls can significantly boost your video's performance and attract valuable opportunities. Okay, but how can you shoot quality B-rolls yourself? There are a few tricks here too. Firstly, make use of the best camera available to you without necessarily purchasing the most expensive camera on the market. It's best if your camera supports high resolution and high frame rates, such as at least 60 frames per second, which can allow for smooth slow motion footage later on. The quality of the B-rolls can affect viewer retention and advertising sales on your channel. High quality B-rolls that are visually appealing have a higher chance of engaging viewers and encouraging them to make purchases. Next, find a location with ample lighting. You can sit in front of a window, go out onto a balcony, find a well-lit area in a park. Utilize natural daylight to your advantage, and you don't need to rush to invest in expensive lighting equipment. And you can also check out videos on our channel about the effectiveness of using daylight without spending any money. When shooting, start by recording the B-rolls that you planned earlier. Repeat the reference shots and make multiple attempts to ensure you have enough footage. Once you've covered your planned shots, let your creativity flow and capture any other ideas that come to mind. Don't be afraid to experiment and try different angles, movements, and compositions to create visually engaging B-rolls for your vids. If you're having trouble finding a shot, here are 3 universal tricks for capturing interesting B-rolls. Number 1, dirty frame. In this technique, the main focus is on a specific object, while another object remains intentionally out of focus in the foreground. This creates a dynamic effect where the viewer's attention is drawn to the main subject, but the movement in the foreground prevents them from getting too accustomed to the B-roll. Number 2, changing focus. Similar to the dirty frame technique, this method involves changing the focus during the shot. You can showcase multiple objects in a single B-roll by arranging them in the frame so that the focus shifts from one subject to another. This technique adds visual interest and variety to your B-rolls. Number 3, mix of wide and close-up shots. Experiment with capturing the same subject from different distances, both up close and from afar. This adds diversity to your footage and makes the video more visually appealing and engaging, even with seemingly simple shots. As I mentioned before, the quality and appeal of your B-rolls have a direct impact on viewer retention, but the power of good B-rolls doesn't stop there. They can also significantly increase the value of advertising on your channel. Let me share an example. We once had a client with a large international channel focused on life hacks. At the time, their shooting quality was poor, using just a phone, daylight, and static angles. Despite having a substantial number of views, they approached us to improve their shooting quality in order to sell advertising at higher rates, from $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 per integration. And you know what made the real difference? It was the quality of their B-rolls. Do you know why this happened? Because advertisers pay attention to three crucial factors: publication frequency, subscriber count, and content quality. Advertisers want channels to consistently publish fresh content at least 1 to 2 times a week with a substantial subscriber base that shows influence in the niche. Moreover, they want their products to be associated with high quality content. While it is possible to sell advertising even with stock B-rolls, it may not attract the most premium advertisers. You don't want to advertise casinos and pyramid schemes all your life, do you? And in fact, it's better not to agree to such advertising even at the start of the channel. It will not lead to anything good. We have seen such cases. Everything ends sadly for the creator. It is better to wait a bit and start accepting orders from renowned and trustworthy brands. If you're willing to invest time in making your own B-rolls, you too can work with renowned clients and achieve greater success. Thank you for watching this video till the end, and we'll see you guys in the next one.